much for joining us today for practice. I just wanted to take a quick moment and let you know that I'm Stephanie from Down Dog Yoga Center, and I will be here if you have any questions or need any assistance. You can reach me using that chat feature during class today. With that out of the way, I am going to open Jeremy's mic and we will get class started. Jeremy, your mic is now open. Enjoy your practice, everyone.
Hello yogis! Hello yogis! Happy, what day is it? Wednesday. I know what day it is. I'm winning. But I know what day it is. So we're trying out something new this week and we're inviting you to turn on your cameras. If you like, it's totally up to you. You're welcome to share your practice. If your camera's on, I can see you and I can offer feedback throughout class, and I really appreciate that because then I can respond to your energy and give appropriate feedback. So if you'd like, you're welcome to share your practice by turning your camera on. And I do have music playing. If that ever is too loud or you can't hear, just throw a message into the chat. I can see the chat and I can adjust the volume as needed. Also, any requests for today? How are your bodies feeling? Shoulders, knees, hips, spine, breath, mind work. What do we need today? Stress and lower back. I hear you, stress. About 11 o'clock I was getting ready to come into this wing of my apartment for class, and I was thinking, whew, I can't wait to sit down and breathe. Lower back and rhythm. I love that. That actually works really well with the sequence I have planned today. It actually has a rhythm to it, so that works really well. You came to the right place. All right. And if anything else comes up in terms of requests or things you need in your practice, throw it in the chat. I'll find it and we can bring it into practice. Let's find a comfortable seat. You can sit on a block, you can sit on a pillow, or you can sit on the floor. Your legs can be crossed or folded underneath you, whatever is comfortable for you. Send some energy up the spine. We'll start with 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. And one more. This is your biggest breath yet. Fill up completely. And empty out completely. Now, for a few minutes, observe the rhythm of your breath. Notice the length of your inhale, and notice the length of your exhale. As I bring my attention to my breath starts to lengthen, and that might happen for you as well. The act of noticing somehow changes the thing you're noticing. So allow the breath to evolve and to become a little longer on the inhale. And try to match that length on the exhale. And maybe for the next minute or so, you measure the breath, counting inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1. 2, 3. Whatever your rhythm is, tap into it. And gently allow the inhale to and exhale to be equal in length. Your only task right now, the only thing calling your attention is the rhythm of your breath. 3 to 5 more breath rhythms. blink your eyes open, yogis, or you're welcome to keep them closed and listen to my words. Inhale, sweep your arms above head. Press your hands together. Exhale, bring the hands down toward the heart. Again, inhale, sweep up, stretching through the sides of the ribs. Exhale, press the hands together as they slide down the front of the body. Continue on your own breath rhythm, synchronizing your arm movement with the breath. Inhaling as you rise. Exhaling as you gather. We'll call this action gathering, as you gather energy into the body. 2 more. Now we'll change the arm pathway slightly. Start with the left arm. Inhale up and side bend to the right. Inhale back to vertical, your right arm comes up and you side bend to the left. Inhale is the action bringing you up. Exhale takes you into the bend. And find this on your own rhythm. As you're moving side to side, you're keeping your hips fairly connected to the floor rather than lifting the hip off. You're staying grounded through the pelvis. 1 more time, to the right and to the left. Similar arm pathway, the spine changes. Inhale your left arm up and bring your hand down to the knee, twisting. Inhale, both arms unite above head and you twist to the other side. Inhale up, chest squared to the center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale up and rotate. In the up moment, there's quite a bit of lift out of the pelvis, so you're feeling long through the torso as you rotate. There's some length from the pubic bone to belly button. We'll do 1 more to the right and 1 more to the left. Inhaling and exhaling. Moving with your breath rhythm. Then bring both hands down to your knees. Moving your spine back and forward. If you like, you can change the cross of your legs. This is the last seated pose we'll do. And sometimes changing the cross of the legs feels really foreign. Inhale, bring your heart forward, chest lifts up towards the sky. Exhale, reverse, dome your spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex, and once again, tap into your breath rhythm. Notice if your mind drifts to other thoughts, and when you can, put the breath rhythm at the forefront of your mind. And maybe you continue counting 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale. Finish your next exhale, and we'll transition to our back. On your back, place your feet on the floor with your knees up toward the sky. Pause for a moment here. Your spine is resting on the floor, the tailbone, the thoracic spine, and the ribs, and then the top of your spine, the atlas. That's the occipital bone in the back of the skull. So we just did a warm-up for our spine. Now we'll put that energy and really build some heat in the core of the body. As requested, let's wake up our low back. Arch your back a little bit so you can slide your hands under your low back. Your belly button is kind of poking up towards the sky. And then reverse that, imprint, pressing your belly down into the floor so you omit that space in your low back. Your low back is stamped. Try that again. Extend the spine, arching your back, so your ribs and your pelvis are still on the floor, but your back is arched and your belly is lifted. And then reverse that. Push your belly button down, and there's a little tuck to the tailbone, a scooping action to the front of the pelvis. Now we'll do this with the breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, imprint. You might have a forceful, percussive exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, imprint. One more time. Inhale, extend. You're waking up the muscles of the low back. Exhale, imprint. Keep the imprint, bring your knees into your chest. Here you can rock side to side if that feels good. You could move your knees forward and back. One hand on each knee. Tuck your chin and lift your head, neck, and shoulders so you're looking toward your navel, curled in like a little ball. We'll call this a gathered shape. Inhale, extend, fingers away from toes. Exhale, gather. Inhale, extend. Exhale, gather. Inhale, extend. Exhale, gather. Two more on your own rhythm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, gather. Last time. Release your head, neck, and shoulders. Release your feet to the floor. Hands are placed right beside your hips. Shoulders are wide. Press into your feet as you lift your hips, sliding the knees forward. Strong glutes. Exhale as you lower your spine back to the floor. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now pause here. Let's change the breath. Start with an inhale. Exhale as you lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, and this might feel very different in the torso. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last time. And exhale, lift. Hips touch the floor again. Hug your knees. And we're transitioning to tabletop. However that works best for you, you can rock forward and back, creating momentum, or you can roll to the right side, pressing up to tabletop. Hands and knees, yogis. Let's take some more movement for the spine. Inhale, extend the tail and crown. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. You can immediately synchronize your breath with movement. Now the music is creating a rhythm, but your breath rhythm might not match with that, so I invite you to follow your breath rhythm. I know music is intoxicating and that rhythm can kind of inform the body, and sometimes that's good. One more inhale and one more exhale. Let's thread the needle. Your right hand lifts, gaze follows, inhale, exhale, thread right hand under left, ear and shoulder come to the floor, left arm extends forward. Option to bring your left arm behind the back, yogi's choice. Breathe. Long, rhythmic inhales. Equally long exhales. Enjoy one more inhale, 2, 3, 4, and a long exhale. At the bottom of your exhale, when you're empty of air, come back to tabletop, and we'll thread the needle on the second side. Begin with equal weight on 4 limbs. Then lift left arm, inhale, exhale, thread left under right. Ear and shoulder come to the floor. Opposite arm, 2 options. Either directly forward or wrapped behind your back. Bring your mind back to the breath rhythm. It's so easy to give in to the habits of the mind and let the mind wander. But some of the best work we can do is practice bringing the mind back to the breath so it's less prone to wandering. One more breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, bring your body back to tabletop. Equal weight on 4 limbs. Let's take a downward dog. First downward dog. Tuck your toes. Strong hands as you lift your hips up and back. Pedal through the feet, waking up your lower unit. Stretching the toes, bending the knees, and shifting weight from hip to hip. Breathing mindfully and rhythmically. From downward dog, take a breath in. And a breath out. Walk your feet forward to the top of the mat. Standing at the top of the mat, your knees are bent, feet can be hips width apart, your spine is hanging over the legs. Option to interlace arms. You could take prayer hands behind your head. We're still in the warm-up phase, so I always invite improvisational movement, whatever movement you need. That also goes for the rest of class. Listen to your body. Here in your forward fold Uttanasana, take another breath in and a breath out. Bend your knees a lot, your glutes are engaged, and slowly unfurl your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to arrive. And let's check in. We're standing now. Building our standing posture. You can practice with your big toes together or feet hips width apart, yogi's choice. We're going through 3 rounds of Sun Salutation A, and we'll move slowly through the first round. Start with an inhale. And an exhale. Feel that line of energy. Now as you inhale, sweep your arms above head. Exhale, dive forward. As you dive, bend the knees, keeping a long spine until the very end. You drape the spine over the legs. Inhale, re-extend your spine. Then plant your hands and step to plank. Pause for a moment. Just establish a line of energy parallel to the floor. Then lower your knees. Shift your weight forward over the arms so you feel the shoulders loaded with weight. Exhale, slowly lower your chest through the arms. Mini Cobra, it's our first one, so just go halfway up. And down. Using your core, so you gather the strength in your abdomen to rise, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Good, breathe in. And breathe out. You have 2 more breaths here. Tap into your breath rhythm. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Last breath in. And a breath out. Look forward. Walk your feet to the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Legs are strong, spine is long. Exhale, fold. A little bend to the knees as you sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands return to the heart. That was round 1, nice work. Round 2. Begin with an inhale. Exhale, dive. Half lift, extend your spine. Plant your hands and step to plank. Now the option is yours, yogis, to use your knees or not. Take an inhale to shift your weight over the arms. Exhale, lower. You're looking forward as you lower. Cobra. Release. Table or plank using core strength. That gathered energy helps you rise. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. After your third exhale, bring your feet forward to your hands. 2 big steps, mini steps, or 1 big jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. A little bend to the knees as you rise to stand. Hands to the heart. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift as you inhale. High to low plank. You can step or hop, yogi's choice. Inhale and exhale, lowering down. Cobra as you're ready. Release and move to downward dog, enjoying 3 breaths in downward dog. One more inhale. And an exhale. Big toes come together. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Drop your tail and sweep all the way up to stand. 1 big, powerful movement. And hands to the heart. Reclaim your breath rhythm. And notice if it's just a little bit shorter, we've started to move a little more vigorously. Sometimes the breath shortens from exertion. Now I'm very excited about this next sequence. But I want to do a little prep work before we get into the sequence. We're going to use Hakini Mudra, which is the steeple of the hands, yeah? And this is to help feel the Sushumna energy. So you gather and you'll take Hakini Mudra up. So it's like you're pointing straight up to the sky as you lift the left knee. And then you step back to a warrior 2. The hands come down through the center and sweep out. So it feels like the letter U. Here's the top of the letter U, and here's the bottom of the letter U. And then from there, we retrograde or reverse that movement. Bring the hands back together, they shoot up to the center, and then you place that foot down. Second side. There's this gathered energy that shoots up to the sky. You step back, it's like a swing. You regather, shifting your weight forward, and replace the foot. Excellent. Now let's find the rhythm of that movement. Inhale. Exhale. Boom. Inhale, stand up. And replace. Shoot up on an inhale. Step back. Step forward. And replace. 1 more time each side. Find your rhythm. I lost my balance. Last time. Fantastic. So that's the entry to our next sequence, and it's a transition within the sequence. So we'll go through it slowly the first time. It's a doozy. It's a small novel of a sequence. We'll start with the right leg. Shoot the right leg up and swing it back, warrior two. Now we'll stay here for a breath. Establish the warrior two shape. Take the front arm down as you extend that leg and circle the body up. Then hinge forward into triangle. You can bend that knee as you take it into the triangle shape. The right arm goes up to the sky. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bend your front knee. Reach forward with the bottom arm to come up. And back to warrior two. Let the arms fall to the floor. The right hand finds the floor. You're on the ball of the back foot. Circle your left arm all the way up and overhead. You're doing a twist. Reverse the pathway of that arm. It comes back down to the hip, and you look forward. Here's the biggest, strongest shape. Warrior three. From the front leg, you shoot forward. The hands can be on the hips, or you can reach forward. Excellent. You come back down to the lunge. Take that left arm up and over, tucking the right knee under to a seated twist. Arms are extended out to the side. Left arm down, right arm up. The hands, they don't have to touch, they just reach towards each other, and then they open. You do that to the other side. Left arm up, right arm down. Reverse, and one more time. That's the third time. You take the arms and they do a windmill. Right, left. You pass through a lunge and find wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in, lengthen your spine, and breathe out, fold. Bend your knees, unroll your spine, coming all the way up to standing. Turn your left toes out, shoot the arms up, and we finish back where we began. That's the whole sequence on the first side. I know, there's a lot of this. You feel like, I've been watching Avatar on Netflix and Airbender, so there's a lot of that airbending motion. Second side, left leg, shoot it up. Step it back to warrior two. Now stay there for a breath. Right arm drops down. You extend that leg, coming all the way up and over into warrior two. You reach forward into that shape. Trikonasana. The bottom arm follows you up. Breathe in. Then bend the knee. Strong body to come up and back to warrior two. Let the arms fall to the floor. Come to the ball of the back foot. The right arm circles back. Keep that circle going as you reach all the way overhead with the right hand. And reverse. Look forward. We're coming into warrior three. Your weight is on the front leg as you shift forward. Another breath in. And land softly in your lunge. Take the right arm up and over, and that puts you in a pretzel twist. So the right leg is on top, left leg is on bottom. You begin with the left arm touching the back of the neck and extend. Right arm touches the back of the neck. Extend. One more time. Left arm. And this is your big circle. Left arm, right arm. Drop your head to lift your hips. And you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. Bend your knees. Unroll your spine all the way up. Turn your right toe out. step to the top of the mat, the left knee's up, and lower down. All right, yogis, how'd we do? That was the most complex sequence I've taught on a live stream. So let's do it again. The first time was just practice. Here we go. Right leg lifts. Step it back. You're in warrior two. Your left arm circles down. You straighten the left leg and fold into Trikonasana. Breathe in Trikonasana and bend the front knee. Bring the body up and warrior two arms. Lunge, hands fall to the floor. You're on the ball of the back foot. Circle your left arm, back, up, and forward. And reverse that circle, up, back, and down. Warrior two, strong left leg. The right leg is floating. You're strong through the core. Breathe in and breathe out, soften back to the lunge. Take the left arm up and over, and that helps you arrive in your seated twist. Sitting up tall. Your left leg is over the right. Right arm touches the back of the head. Open. Left arm touches the back of the head. Open. One more time. Right arm. Open and circle the arms all the way around. Right, left. Drop your head to lift your tail. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. Drop your tail to roll up. Turn out your left leg and step to the top of the mat. Back to 2 feet and pause. A little better having done it once. Yay! All right, second side. Left leg shoots up. And step into a swing. Drop your right hand. Straighten your right leg as you circle. It's a big circle all the way up and over, and the long body into Trikonasana. Right arm follows up. Or sorry, that's left arm. Then bend your knee. Bring your body up. And the hands slowly lower. All the way to the floor, you pivot to the lunge. Right arm circles up and over, and you reverse that circle. Look forward, strong right leg, fly. Float back down to earth. Take your right arm up and over, the left knee tucks under. Keep that circle going, left arm touches. And open, right arm touches. Open, left arm touches. Here's your big circle. Left arm, right arm, drop your head, lift your tail, and you're in a forward fold. Breathe in, find length. And fold. Unroll your spine. Drop your tail to do so. And gather. Shoom. Stand. Yogis, I am feeling really good about this sequence. Let's do it one more time. I think we've just sort of figured out this pathway of the arms. Now, consider that. Like that cartoon in which they can bend air and move earth, those are based on real ideas from Chinese philosophy, yes, in how we work with the elements. So consider your relationship to the space and the energy around you and how this movement is all connected like a cursive sentence. Here we are. Right leg lifts. And exhale. Warrior two. Left arm circles down and up. Trikonasana. Right arm follows. And bend the knee. Up. And warrior two. Lunge, left arm circles. Reverse. Warrior three, great power. and soften. Your left arm circles again. Right arm touches the back of the neck. Open. Left arm. You're sitting up very tall through the spine. One more time. And right hand, left hand, drop your head, lift your tail. Half lift. And lower. Bend your knees, roll up. Turn the left toe out. Gather. And recover. Awesome. Second side. Left leg. And step back. Circle your right arm down and up and over Trikonasana. The right arm follows, left arm follows, sorry. And bend the knee. Gather up and open. Soften to the ground. Circle your right arm up and over. And reverse the circle. Look forward. Launch your body forward into the plant and gently lower. Right arm circles again. You find a seat and keep that circle going. Crown of the head is long, right arm touches. And open. Last time. And a windmill faces you in the other direction as you drop down. Inhale, half lift. And lower. Drop your tail to roll up. And step to the back of the mat. And close. Stand for a moment on 2 feet. Observe your breath rhythm. Let's do a sun salutation. That'll put us back down toward the mat, and we'll do some seated work. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Half lift as you inhale. Plant your hands, step or hop, high to low plank. Meet me in downward dog. From downward dog, lower your knees for child's pose. And you can do wide knee child's pose. You could also do classic with knees together if that's more your style today. Reclaim your breath rhythm. Reconnect your mind to the breath rhythm, maybe with a 4-count inhale, 4-count exhale, or you may notice increased cardiovascular work and your breath's a little slower. That's fine. So if you're in like a 2-count inhale and exhale, gradually bring it to a 3-count and then to a 4-count. And notice the deceleration process. Become aware. So we've built some heat, most likely, and some energetic flow in the body, and we finally have a sunny day in Michigan. It's really making me want to move. Let's come to a seated position. Soles of the feet together. You're welcome to sit on a block. It's just for this one pose that you'll need the block if you're using it. Sit up tall on an inhale, exhale, forward fold. Now, variation, if your feet are close to you, this really works your hips and opens the hips. If you're wanting more opening in the low back, take your feet away from you and then drape forward. And that gives you a little more flexion through the lumbar spine. Wherever you are, reclaim your breath rhythm and still notice that deceleration process breath. Look forward and inhale as you bring your body up. Extend the left leg, bring your right foot in. If you have a block or even a water bottle or a pillow, you can place that under the knee. You don't need it. Take Hakini Mudra again, which is this knot of energy. Reach up and feel the strength of your hands connected to the strength of your pelvis. They're like a string being pulled into length, and then fold forward. Maybe you can take that mudra over your foot and hook. Maybe you just hold on to your leg, whatever's available. Breathe in and breathe out, fold. You're welcome to drape your spine, forehead towards shin. If you have Hakini Mudra, you can imagine I was holding onto a string and pulling those 2 points, one's the pelvis, one's the fist, pulling those 2 points away from each other to create length. As you inhale, bring the body up. You can find that length from fist to tail, and then release your hands. We'll trade sides. Right leg extends, left foot folds in. Shoot the energy up. This is the Sushumna. Drawn taut, and then fold forward. Maybe you can hook, or maybe you just take a grip that's available. Breathe. On your next inhale, lengthen up and release hands, and we'll do one more with both legs extended. The knees don't have to be straight. You can have a little bend to the knee, but Hakini Mudra, create that line of energy from the pelvis to the fists, and then fold it forward like you're pulling a rope taut. And at the end, you can soften that and let gravity do the work for you. Or you can have a very active shape and really pull that line of energy from tail to crown. Inhale, look forward, recreate the line of energy from fist to tail, and release your hands. All right, yogis. Before we come to the floor, let's do this last little bit of strengthening boat. You're sitting up tall, then lean back. Collarbones stay wide and float your feet off. We have 5 breaths here. Squeeze the inner thighs. Whoop, I lost my balance. Inhale and exhale. Every inhale, you're lifting up. 2 more. Option to extend your legs and or arms. Last breath in. And slowly lower the floor. You can hold the legs as you lower. Pause. Place your feet on the floor and relax your spine. Lift your hips just barely off the floor so they're hovering, and give them a little shake side to side. And then give them a fast shake side to side. Happy puppy. That's not a real name, I just made it up. But releasing any of that tension that might still live in your hips. Exhale, place them back down to the floor. Cross your right leg over the left, ankle over femur. Bring your left knee in toward your shin, folding the lower unit toward your chest. Your hips are still on the floor. This is a modified version of pigeon. As you breathe, feel your back connected to the mat. The back of your left hip, back of your right hip, back of the right shoulder, back of the left shoulder. All 4 points are equal. Another breath in. And release left foot. Change the cross of your leg. Left leg crosses over right. Bring your right femur in toward your chest. And once you enter the pose, then check in with your back. Those same 4 points, right hip, right shoulder, are equally connected to the floor. And you may feel or may notice that one point has a little more pressure than the other. See if you can wiggle a little and rebalance. Gently release your foot. And roll to the right side. If you roll off your mat, that's absolutely fine. This next one, I often don't do in the studio because you don't have the space. I hope you might have the space to do this in your space. That sentence had a lot of space. Your hands and knees are connected. As you open, you pass through this position like a dead bug where the knees are up, and then you close to the other side. And then you do that again, opening, your back is on the floor, you feel those same 4 points connected, and then you close. As you move, your shoulder and hip are moving in tandem. Open and close. Open and close. Do that a couple more on your own. You might inhale as you open, exhale as you close. The head is heavy on the floor. The movement is really coming from the core, opening and closing. The next time you finish to the right, pause there. So the right shoulder is on the bottom, left shoulder's on top. Take your right hand to the knees, left arm to the shoulder, and peel the shoulder open. So the knees stay where they are, you're just reclining your upper back. You're welcome to extend the arm or just keep it resting on the shoulder. If you need a little support, you can tuck a block under the shoulder, and that de-intensifies it a bit. Breathe. Reconnect to your breath rhythm. Maybe 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Close once again. And we're going to roll again side to side 3 times. To the left, settle. To the right, settle. When you find the left, we'll stay there and we'll do a twist on that side. The bottom arm, your left arm, holds onto the legs. Right arm on the shoulder like a wing. Peel your body open. And you can extend that arm if it's available, or keep it where it is, maybe rest it on the hip. You're letting gravity do the work for you. But if you breathe low in the body, breathing your 4 count inhale down to the pelvis, you'll feel a little deeper twist as the inhale accesses the muscles of rotation. Close your body once again and return to your back. On your back, place your feet on the floor, hands beside your hips. Shoulder bridge. Inhale, lift your hips high, interlace your hands underneath. Pressing the elbows down into the floor, pressing your feet down into the floor, and sliding your knees forward. Breathe. Last inhale here. Exhale, gently lower your hips down to the floor. You're welcome to do another round of shoulder bridge. Same pose. You could hold on to the ankles for a variation or interlace your hands again. Or if you'd like, if it's in your practice, you can go into wheel pose. And I'll demonstrate wheel today. Wherever you are, set up your feet or your hands. The points of contact are strong, and then you inhale to rise. Maintaining strong contact points, maintaining strong breath rhythm. Enjoy another inhale. Exhale as you gently release. Pause for 3 to 5 breaths before you do anything with your hips on the floor. Inversion of choice. So you can take your legs up toward the sky, or you could slide a block under your hips with the legs up toward the sky. That's an excellent variation. You could do that same thing against a wall. If there's another inversion in your practice, shoulder stand or headstand, you're welcome to do that, but only if you've had some guidance and are familiar with the pose. I've been doing some yoga research in my quarantine spare time. And a headstand or some type of inversion is recommended to start every day. In the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, which is one of the ancient yoga texts. This is described in chapter 3, the mudra section, and it's labeled Vipariti Karani. So you often hear Vipariti Karani used to describe really any inversion. And in the Hatha tradition, it is the most essential. It's one of the 10 essential parts of your everyday practice. The words surrounding Vipariti Karani say it's a destroyer of death. We call it health, but the destroyer of death. Enjoy another breath in your inversion and gently come out slowly. Slowly transition out of any upside down posture and then spend some time with your head low to the floor. So that's child's pose or on your back in happy baby. Inversions are invigorating, the most invigorating for all our systems. It's the most of everything. So you want to give ample amount of time to come out of that most state back to a more equanimous, balanced state. So if you did a back bend or an inversion, you might feel a lot of vibrant energy in the body, and that's absolutely fabulous. You'll keep that in your reservoir. We store our energy in the Chinese philosophy in the Dantian, or the low 3 chakras in yoga philosophy. Bring yourself into Shavasana. a position that you can sustain for a period of time. You may place a block or pillow under the knees, or maybe under the back, maybe under the head. Inhale and exhale, let the body be heavy, and let your mind reconnect to your breath rhythm, back to where we began. And if you observe the temporal quality of the breath, as in count your inhale and exhale, you might notice it's longer or shorter than when you began practice. Observe for a moment the spatial element of your breath, how you feel the breath in your body, where you feel it geographically. And then lastly, for me the most interesting is the energetic element of the breath. How would you describe your breath quality? Is it thick and smooth and luxurious after your practice? Does it have a bit of irregularity, like a bit of frenetic vibration? However it is, whatever the quality of your breath is fine. But the important part is to notice. When you have the breath rhythm in the forefront of your mind, hold it there. Now, holding your attention on the breath it's like holding a newborn bird that you have to hold very delicately. You can't squeeze your attention and hold on to the breath. That actually overtaxes the mind and you can't sustain it. You just very gently shine your attention toward the breath and put the mildest effort towards sustaining your attention on the breath. It may wander. You may start thinking about the million things that are happening, and that's okay. For the next 5 breaths, keep returning to your breath rhythm. As you finish your 5th breath, bring your attention back to your space. Deepen your inhale and exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe stretch arms overhead. And imagine you woke up like this. Roll to the right side. And as you're ready, press up to a seated position. As you're transitioning back to the wakeful state, I'll offer a mantra, and I invite you to join me for an Om after. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nayena margena mahi mahisha go brahmanibhya shubhamasta nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. One Om. Bow your head to meet your heart. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. I'm grinning from ear to ear. I get so excited teaching people and sharing practice with you. So thank you so much. We are really, and I'm feeling this as we come into summer, I'm really interested in building the yoga community in this context. We don't know what the future holds for fitness and coming together in real space. But I do know that we can practice and we can find a way to share energy through this and through social media. So bring your friends, share this on social media, take a picture of yourself on the mat, tag Down Dog, tag me at Yoga Blair, and get everyone involved in the way we can, because we don't know what the future holds, but we can manifest community in really important ways through the means we have digitally. So thank you for being with me. Have a great week.
It is just you and I.
Brainstorming, I just had a thought. I noticed Kaylee had to leave to go back to work. I'm wondering if maybe 50 minutes is more of a appropriate time for this class. Oh, I can't hear. Oh, hold on 1 second. My music went crazy. I can't hear you. Try talking again. What the hell? Try again, Steph.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
No?
Can you hear me? Okay.
I was just saying, I'm thinking the same thing. So I'll definitely bring it up with Kristen and see what she thinks about that, because it would make sense.
Whether we market it or not, and I can even sort of end the practice. I don't know. I don't know. Bring it up to Kristen and see what she says. But I have an instinct that 50 minutes might be a little more doable if people have like an hour lunch break, and this is what they do on their lunch break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Sounds good. Will do. All right.
Hey, we had more than Monday, so that's an improvement. I'll take it.
Yeah. Take care, Jeremy.
See you later.